Well, hello there. Well, this is the second part of a walk over 2 different days to Gileston. The first time we went, I took still photographs, and this time I did a lot more video. With Paul Ogden leading us, as usual. We want to spend this half at the church mainly, St Giles at Gileston. In the background you'll see the manor. It's under some renovation at the moment. It has some history to that too. And here we go to the graves, around the graves, and this very interesting grave coming up is a Spencer grave. Now, Diana, Princess of Wales, was a Spencer, and it looked as though her forebears came from this area. Some of them did. Now, Christopher Spencer here, he died in January the 19th, 1880. He was aged 75 years. So it was very interesting to find that we have in our area a connection with the Spencer family. And now Oggy will give you a little information on the church.
The church of St Giles at Gilston stands within a few feet of the manor house, which is just by there. The old churchyard with its cross and yew trees, forming part of the lawn and combining in the making of so picturesque an old world group rarely met with these days. The church and the manor overlook the Severn near Aberthaw and command a splendid view of the Channel, with the Somerset Hills in the far distance. The quaint little church, only 50 foot from east to west, within a few feet of one another, is a well-preserved remains of each period of architecture, from Norman to the 15th century. It is, however, to the latter period that the church is more particularly owes its distinction. First, perhaps, curiously embattled Corbell belfry, but more especially to the almost unique south door, which has remained for some 400 years and almost in perfect state of preservation. The wrought iron hinges are as when first attached to the oak. So is the drop handle, although the plate with its cloth backing is somewhat damaged. Yet strange to say, the lock and key are covial with the door itself. The coat armour carved between the ribs and the upper portion are related to the frame of the ribs. It is wonderfully preserved, even to the powdering of the shields, which is quite distinct.
I think the bride would be very pleased to have a wedding there. Look at you, can walk down that beautiful aisle there full of flowers in the spring, and the reception being at the manor house here. Wouldn't that be absolutely fabulous? And as we leave the church, we walk back down through the main part of the village with that lovely building there. Oh, it's a gorgeous place, this. Really like it. And now we come to a spot which shows you the height of the water when there was a tsunami in 1607, which killed a multitude of people, animals, as you can imagine. It went right up the Bristol Channel, and of course that was a high tide mark there. Must have been terrible. People drowning, and those pictures there, and this little spot commemorates that. The water came right up there. And this is a field of corn on the way down. It was vast. A lot of farming around that area, obviously. Very rural part of South Wales. A lot of it isn't, but a lot of it is as well. And then we come back to the beach and we finish our video. So I hope you enjoyed this second one. and I hope we'll catch up on another one someday. Thank you for watching.